This is General Training IELTS UKVI speaking test. I am your interlocutor. My name's Angelina. What's your full name?
Hello, my name is Sabah Bashir.
Thank you. Where do you come from?
I come from Gujarat. It's it is situated in province Punjab, and it's a central city of a district Gujarat. It's a beautiful city and famous for this fan industries, all that things.
There are no marks for this part. You will keep it simple. Okay? Introduction
Okay.
part, like where the examiner would ask you, what's your name, where do you come from, and what do you do? Perhaps examiner might ask you, what can I call you? Right? That is all these 4 questions. You will not exaggerate. Okay? The real test starts with part 1.
So, ma'am, is it the same question, basics question, the like speaking of B1 and?
Wait a second. I'm gonna ask you all of that. Just listen now. Let's start over.
Okay.
Where do you come from?
I come from Gujarat, Pakistan.
What do you do?
Basically, I'm a housewife.
Thank you.
And I have my study since many years before.
Okay. Let's talk about future. What job would you like to have 10 years from now?
Well, the future job, I would like to take the opportunity of teaching as a job career. If I will get a chance to do any kind of job, it must be a teaching, because it's my dream job, and I love to do that.
Okay. How useful will English be for your future?
Well, I think so. It will be very useful for me in future, because in future, if I will plan to go the other countries like UK and any other, so English will helpful for me in any part of my field or life.
Okay. How much traveling do you hope to do in the future?
Well, it's depend on situations. Like I love to travel. I'm um, traveling person, but in future, I think so. It will be my 2 or 3 countries where I will go and plan to stay on there. So it's depend on planning, but in future I will do traveling a lot.
How do you think your life will change in the future?
Well, it's totally depend on the opportunities which I will select in future, and if in future I will get the chance to do a job or to do a company job, so it will depend on the opportunities, or whichever opportunity will come in front of me, and I will avail them. So that's it will happen. Let's
All right. Now, I'm going to show you a question on the screen. You will get 1 minute to read this question, and after 1 minute, I'd ask you to speak for 1 to 2 minutes. Your time to read the question begins now. Okay, beautiful. Please talk for 1 to 2 minutes now. Your time begins now.
I have read many books. I have read many books in my life. So one book I will love to talk about one book, which was the book of Ishfaq Ahmad. Its name Zavia, and my friend recommended me to read this book. In initial, I was very excited and curious to read about that book. So that book was full of the ideas and solutions of life. And once I had started reading that book, it gave me a very useful and meaningful values of lives and solutions of life. So the book was full of the portions and chapters in it. I After the reading that book, I many of time I discussed that book's theme with my family and friends. So that book was remarkable for me. And whenever I read that book, the writer's theme of writing and the style of his writing was very remarkable. And the plus the thing is that he was my best favorite writer in Urdu writing. So I'm very fond of reading other language books as well. He wrote many books about the traveling and traveling strategy and traveling struggles. So I read many of his book according to this criteria. Whenever I think about the ideas of struggling in life, I just think how he write the solution of those problems, and I follow that solutions in my own life, and it helps me a lot in this time.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Now, I'm going to ask you a few more questions. Let's talk about children and reading. What are the most popular types of children's books in your country?
Well, there are many books which children like to read. The most of them are the fairy tale and the you can say the cartoonic books like fairy tale stories and magical books. Nowadays, people are very childrens are very used to read such type of books. So this type of books are very famous in my country.
Okay. What are the benefits of parents reading books to their children?
Well, it's very important for a kid to having the book reading habit. If the parents give this habit and a habit of reading and encourage their kid to reading the books, it will be very beneficial for kids' life as well as for their parents. If parents make situations like if they get their kids a book in a present and create a competitions between their school kids and their friends, it would be beneficial because books they give knowledge to a kid, a person. Books are very full of knowledge.
All right. Should parents always let children choose the books they read?
uh, Sorry, can you repeat that question, please?
Sure. Should parents always let children choose the books they read?
Well, it depends on which type of books children are going to choose, because children, most of the time, children want to use the economics books and like cartoonic and fairy tale and all that fictions books. So it's depend on the children choice as well. Parents can develop the ability to choose the book in their own kids by giving them knowledgeful books and by giving them the useful books as well. So the parent should help the children in choosing the right type of the book.
Thank you. Let's talk about electronic books. How popular are electronic books in your country?
Well, there are many. Most of the people nowadays are using electronic book instead of the paper books, because the technology is growing day by day, and they feel easy to get type of books on their own homes, despite of going outside and purchasing. They feel like it's a save of money as well. And other factor is they can feel like if by reading type of book they can help in eco friendly environment. And so in nowadays in any globally be as well as in my country, people are encouraging many encouraging themselves to read the book e-type of books instead of paper-based books.
Okay. And what are the advantages of parents reading electronic books compared to printed books?
Well, the both types of books have their own advantages, but according to parents, if they choose the electronic books, they can save their money, and they can save their energy by consuming that books, and as well as their time. So if they will choose this type of book, it will helpful. On the other hand, it also have some drawbacks as well, like it consume your visions, and a lot of eye focus it needs. And many times you are you are not able to carry this all gadgets of electronics with you in anywhere. So that is also one drawbacks of it. But overall parents are encouraging in this criteria. They are recommending the e-type of books rather than paper of type of books.
Okay. Will electronic books ever completely replace printed books in the future?
Well, in my point of view, I think so. Yeah, I'm agree with that, because when I see the globally technologies is overcoming all field of lives. So maybe it will be happen in future that the e-commerce book will be able to replace the paper type of books.
Thank you. Thank you so much. This is the end of your speaking test, and your score is 6.5. Okay.